Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Mutahar, come out and play. This fool's in hiding because he ain't safe from the truth. You know you screwed up when the thing you fear the most is the truth. He didn't want to answer Keemstar on that phone call, did he? Can you imagine? I just want you to imagine, because we all know what he's going through, right? As soon as this thing broke, he's sitting there at home, just worried to hell, right? His sphincter is puckering up. It's probably, you could make diamonds in that. Because he's realizing, right, that his YouTube empire, his world is crumbling down, brother. The powers of pain are coming on you. That's right. In the YouTube world, everybody eats each other. Wouldn't it be great if Carl Jobs made a video on him, right? Or Gerard the completionist, made his comeback. I had all these frauds accusing me. Oh, man, the irony. The irony of all these clowns claiming that they are the truth, right? If you are justice, you cannot lie. Man, but seriously, can you just think about what this guy's going through? Imagine his parents, right? Not only did he not graduate, he went out there in the world, and he's probably bragging about being this big YouTuber, right? And now when people go into YouTube, look at, oh, my son's a YouTuber. Oh, really? And you have all these videos. Oh, man. Because that's the first thing that's going to pop up. Forget about his popular stuff anymore. No way. It's time to retire. Hopefully, I want to say this. Hopefully this guy did the smart thing that many people don't do when they hit it big on YouTube, and to save their money. There's very few YouTubers that I've seen actually do the right thing. I remember Chris Jones was one. I think Beast Mode was one of them. This guy made all his money on YouTube, never spent a dime. Never spent a single dollar of it. Leafy was another one that saved his money. But most YouTubers don't. Hopefully he did, and he could just say, hey, you know what? I'll call it a day. I'm retiring. I'm going to take my millions and make 10%. And that's it. It's not a bad way to go, right? But this guy's identity was his channel and being an engineer. So you could just imagine all these days. How many days is it now? 5, 6 days? I don't know when the last time he posted was. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. You think he'd be hitting live streams? Because, if you're innocent, or he could just, what he could do? He could just go buy one of those Jamaican diplomas. Remember, you could get a nurse's degree for like $15,000 out there in Jamaica or something. You go down to South America, get yourself a nice engineering degree. $10,000-$15,000 will do it. Not a problem. And you can say, yeah, I was an engineer in Colombia. Well, Japan's not going to let him get away with it, right? Because he lives in Japan. And just the amount of, guys, just the sheer amount of bullshit. It's just incredible. I lived in Japan. I went to the suicide forest and I found clothes and I took it all in. I'm a filmmaker, documentary maker, whatever the hell he was saying that he was. When he really didn't even get a degree, he got a certificate. It looks like he got a certificate diploma from a community college in making movies, right? At least Gerard went the whole 4 years and got his degree in filmmaking. But this guy, a certificate? He basically went to 13th and 14th grade? Oh, Jesus Christ. No wonder he was lying so much. And, you've met people in your life that tend to exaggerate, embellish. But this is a Telerico level event, right? That this guy's doing. But at least Telerico was you know, he had his name on video games and stuff. Even if he didn't play on them, his name is right on there. There's some sort of piece of paper that says, this guy's responsible for this music, whether he wrote it or not, who knows, right? Maybe he's just a producer or whatever, but his name is there. But here, it was nothing. And he's sitting at home. How am I going to do this? How am I going to spin this? How am I going to make this better? Because in his heart of hearts, you know what he wants. He just wants to come back like nothing. But, how are you going to take the opinions of a non-engineer now when people were taking his opinions seriously because supposedly he was some type of computer IT video engineer? Remember, he was even, talking smack on Elon Musk. Like he knew more than Elon. That's how much of an engineer he was. Man, this guy was amazing. He's a legend in his own mind. But I think the thing that will devastate him the most, right, is the shame that he's bringing to his family in that culture, and the shame that he's bringing to his parents. And all the time that this guy's been talking all this smack on YouTube, he could have taken online courses. He could have became a computer engineer, actually a computer engineer, if he would have spent less time playing video games and making up stories on the internet and devoted his time to actually studying, and doing something of worth instead of producing videos. What is it? I want to see this filmmaking work that he's done, this transcending work that he's done, and that led him to become a video engineer. I mean, a profession that doesn't exist. This guy is so great, he invented it. And look at him now. He's cowering in fear in his house, afraid of the truth. Afraid of the truth. That's a reality. He doesn't want to come out and face the music. Forget about all the small channels that are talking about him. He can go on with Ethan again. He can go on with Keemstar, right? He can go on with Carl Jobs and set the record straight. Can you imagine him and Carl Jobs mano a mano? Who's the biggest truth teller in this? If you really want to make it popular, let me tell you, just do a round table. It'd be Mutahar, Carl Jobs, and Gerard. Just have it all out. That's a conversation I'd love to hear. Who's the biggest bullshitter? Oh, man. Just another day. How many days do you think this guy's going to be in hiding? How many nights of sleep do you think this guy has actually gotten in the last week? I would say very few. I don't know if he drinks, but he didn't drink before. He's probably drinking now, right? All right, humans, I will catch you on the next one. You guys let me know what you think he's doing right now. Take care.